It's like the male is supposed to be the safeguard, you know? So it's like I remember I read this fairy tale. Actually, well, it's a very well-known fairy tale. The original Snow White, you know? I'm not talking about the Disney one. You know, in the original Snow White, the dwarves actually were like they weren't silly. Like they were actually like good guys. Like I read an interpretation that I thought was very interesting that apparently the dwarves are supposed to symbolize like the average man. You know, they're not the prince, but even an average guy is supposed to like look out for your well-being. You know, like, even though he's not indebted to you or he's not romantically interested, the concept of the dwarves apparently was supposed to symbolize how you should be able to trust a guy, that he won't take advantage of you, that he won't do things to you, that he can just be your friend. Basically,
Yeah.
is what that's supposed to be. I know that's not shown in the Disney in the Disney movie version, but I thought that was very interesting. You know?
I
Yeah,
have never read that. That's
yeah,
interesting.
yeah. It's the original Brothers Grimm version apparently had a more like yeah, and even in Disney, yeah, they show the guys, the dwarves, they go mine, they come back, they do their song, but apparently they're just supposed to be like your average Joe Schmo that like yeah, like even an average Joe Schmo is supposed to like take care of you. Like if you get because like in the original fairy tale, Snow White gets poisoned 3 different times. She gets visited
What?
by the witch 3 times, not just once.
I didn't know that.
So she gets right. So the first visit, the witch gives her a comb. You know, the second visit, and basically the
I
comb was
think
like,
I might have heard this before. I don't know
check this
where.
out. It's very
Okay.
interesting. And I promise we'll get off this tangent. But the first comb was apparently laced with the poison so that it would seep into her scalp. And then the dwarves came back and they found her on the floor and they were able to resuscitate her. The second time they were able to like nurse her back to health. The second time the witch visits, she gives her a corset and basically like chokes her, like tries to like squeeze it so tight that she suffocates. The dwarves are able to like take it off, you know, and kind of like nurse her back to health again. Then the third time is when
The
the
apple.
poison apple comes. And it's like at that point, that poison apple, it was too much. What that part is supposed to symbolize is that the poison apple was too much for the average guy. It needed like a man of like extraordinary virtue, hence the prince. And that's when the prince comes, gives her the kiss of life, and then she comes back. So that's the original story of Snow White, which I thought was very very symbolic. I thought it was very cool, you know. So like
Good to
that's
know.
why
I'll have
when
to
I
check it
hear,
out.
go ahead.
I'll have to check it out.
Check it out. That's why when I hear things like, oh, to use your example, like a boy slapped a girl in the butt, it's like, no, that's not what boys should do. If anything, they should be the one that like stops someone's hand from like reaching her butt, you know? So yeah, I don't think that's an excuse at all, you know, but unfortunately it happens. And I guess the response to that is raise your kids in a way that is befitting, I suppose, to the best of your ability. Yeah.